Welcome to Facebook Ads and Freebies. This masterclass is all about Facebook ads, obviously, but it's specific to real estate agents and how you can grow your database using Facebook ads that are more than just like listing promotions, things like that. So, if you have no idea who I am, because you came through a Facebook ad, perhaps, I'm Katie and I run the CRM Fairy. So this is a little bit of my timeline. In 2019, I came from New York to New Jersey. I wanted to give my dog a bigger backyard because he was a city dog at the time. And it was a pain taking him down 4 flights of stairs to go for a walk. So I was working in events. So I was going back and forth to New York City from New Jersey. And then one day Amtrak broke. I was stuck on a train for 3 hours and I reevaluated my life while I was on that train. And I said, I need a job that's local. So I got a job in a local daycare, worked there for about a year. And then it was March 2020. So we hopped on Zoom with 3-year-olds, which is crazy. But they sadly did not make it through the pandemic. So they closed on June 5th, 2020. And the very next day, I had a baby. There he is right there. So I had to reevaluate my life once again. Got my real estate license. That's us after my very first open house. Brought home the balloon for him to play with, and he loved it. And then I quickly realized that I don't love being an agent. I love the marketing part of things. So 2021 came around. There was an opening in the corporate part of my brokerage to teach people KV Core. So I was like, that's perfect for me. Let me hop on that and start doing that. So I was working in the corporate industry of real estate. So teaching people KV Core and their social media, branding, marketing, that sort of thing. But I always had the entrepreneurial bug because I did work for, like, I had a list at least of 150 agents, and maybe 20 of them actually used me. 6 of them use me consistently. So I was like, there's got to be more people out there who need my help. So in 2022 is when I started the CRM Fairy. And then 2023, a lot happened in that timeline. I actually had a second baby. She's going to be 1 in May, which is so crazy. And that's that little boy from this picture. But now he's a big fluff ball. A crazy, crazy 3-year-old. So that is a little bit, the very quick snippet of my timeline in what I was doing, how I got into real estate, how I transitioned into the marketing side of things. So, you know some facts about me. Let's talk a little bit about Facebook facts. 79% of home buyers use online resources, including mobile, at some point in their search. 33% of millennials spend nearly 14 hours weekly on social media during their housing search. And 3 out of 4 US Facebook users visit local business pages at least once a week. So these facts are straight from Meta, from Facebook. And they just sort of mean you have to be on Facebook to find people who want to work with you. Sure, you can also find them on Instagram, maybe on X or LinkedIn, but Facebook is probably where a big portion of your target market will be living. So creating an ad is actually super easy. You just go to the Meta Business Suite, you click on the little megaphone there, and then you just click create ad and it'll pop up for you. So these are the options when you are creating an ad. So you have to choose your ad objective, right? Your ad goal. And these are what Facebook has right now. They really need to create a 9th one because I don't like how that looks, but that's just me. So the ones in the middle here are the easiest to do. You already have an Instagram post or a reel. You already have Facebook content. These are just boosting. So it's something you've already made. You just put money behind it to get it out to more people. Same thing here, promote your page. That is just like putting money behind your page, getting it on more eyes, having people like your page. Another option you have is, oh, sorry, I forgot I wrote stuff about that. So taking your content, pushing it out to more people. Right. Great if you already have content on your pages to be boosted. And then your other option here is getting started with automated ads. So this is okay. If you click that, it will just prompt you like, what are your goals? You're looking for people to see your page, or you're looking for people to call you. It's sort of like a, which one of these are you looking for? But then at the end, it sort of just spits out like a generic ad for your page. So I don't really love that. So I think you should build your own ad and really like personalize it, right? So when it comes to ad objectives for real estate agents, there are good, better, best here. So getting more calls is good. It makes sense, right? Because you are promoting your business, and the way that you contact people and interact with people, nurture people, is over the phone. But I don't really know anybody who sees a real estate ad and clicks like call, right? I'm not going to see an ad on Facebook and click to call a company. And that is also because I'm a millennial. That's very weird to me. Maybe like a boomer will do it. Gen Z will definitely not. So it's an okay ad because it is getting your information out there. And what's also good about it is that you set the time that people can call you. So it's like you set up this ad and you say, I'm only available from 9 to 2. That is when my phone is on and I'm ready to get calls. So it works with you as a business owner, which is good. But again, I don't know how many people are going to click to call. Better is getting more website visitors. So obviously you have a website, it has a searchable link for those who are buying, it has like home valuation pages for those who are selling. So getting people to your website makes sense, right? But best here is getting more leads and getting more messages. So you obviously want leads. That's why you're here. That's why you're creating Facebook ads. So the thing about the getting more leads, this one here, is that the leads stay on Facebook. So I'll show you in a little bit the ad that may have gotten you here. Like you stayed on Facebook and I had to download the list and import it into my email system. But Facebook seems to like that because you have to go into the ads manager, you have to go into your Meta Business Suite in order to see what's going on with the ad and with the people. And Facebook likes when you're on Facebook. So getting more leads is great. And getting more messages, this makes a lot more sense to me than getting more calls. So that's why I put it in the best category, because you have a call to action and you tell people, message me if you're interested in blank, right? So people are more likely to hop into your Facebook Messenger than they are to call you. So that is a very good ad to create. Especially, I guess, if you have a freebie, which is what we're talking about today, because people can message you for the freebie and then you can start talking to them one-on-one, asking them where they are on their journey. So there is something that you have to be wary of when you are promoting ads as a listing, or well, as a real estate agent. It's the special ads category for housing. So as a real estate agent, you can target ads according to geographical location and interests, but you can't get too specific. So you can't do like age range, you can't do gender, you can't do a bunch of other stuff because that could be discrimination against people. So when you are building your farming area, let's see, you can do a pin drop tool and it will set a 15-mile radius instead of choosing like specific zip codes. Because if you exclude specific zip codes, that could be called discrimination, right? And then there's the interest tool, and you can still target audiences based on their interests, like buying a new home or Zillow or something like that. But you cannot exclude interests because that could be labeled as discrimination. So just be careful with that. With freebies, it's different, I think, but with listing, posts, and geographical farming, the special ads category is in place. Okay, hold on. All right, so next we want to talk about budgeting. There are two different ways to budget: time and money. They're both money, but this is how Facebook talks about it. So you can either do a daily budget or you can do a lifetime budget. Number one is the daily budget. You can tell Facebook you want to run your ad for X amount of days. So that's the time. And it will ask you how much money you want to spend per day, and it will likely spend that exact amount of money per day. If you do a lifetime budget, you tell Facebook overall monetarily what your budget is, and it will spend it all, but it might not necessarily spend, like, if it's $100 for 10 days, it's not going to do $10, $10, $10, $10 necessarily. I think lifetime is more based on the algorithm of things, which actually might yield better results instead of just doing a daily budget, because it's running your ad 24 hours and it might just say, I need to spend money by midnight. I'm going to do it at 11:59, and that's not great. Okay, so ad ideas. I did just take these off of a Hootsuite article, but they were good because they're diverse, I guess, for real estate agents. So obviously you have your listing ads. This one over here is just a static picture. That's one option. Starts off with a question, which is great. Ready for a new home. And then check out this 3-bedroom, 3-bath in Fresno. Uses a couple of emojis to really draw you in. And then obviously the main MLS picture, the new, it's all like drawing your eye to all different parts. And then you see this lovely lady's photo there because that is the agent who's posting it. And then here, this is great also because it's a video of the listing. I think it's just like a drone of the area, the apartment building, whatever. So this is great too because it's like listening alert, right, with the little cop lights. So it says just listed, which really draws you in. And then it says welcome to blah, blah, blah. Gives you bedroom, bathrooms, again with a couple of emojis, which keeps it exciting. And then this one I like because it sort of like stops the scroll, as opposed to just seeing a house. You're seeing, oh, a floor plan, and it looks huge, and there's so many bedrooms and nooks and crannies. So this says our Sycamore floor plan is a dream. So you can look at all these different residences with different floor plans in this area. So I thought that one was a good one to point out. And then another ad idea could be self-promotion. So this one here is promoting what this guy just sold. You can do like sold in March, something like that, and do a little carousel, which is what this is. So you're clicking and clicking and seeing all the different things. It could say sold in 3 days, sold for X amount above asking, something like that. And this would just be a carousel of your month as an agent. So that might be good because you're not just saying like this one was just sold. You're saying, look how many I sold in the month. Hire me as your agent, which is nice. And then this one, obviously, testimonials are great. This guy put himself as the picture. You could ask for like a video testimonial and have the people actually talk to you and show their face. Or you can do this, like written testimonial about how great it is to work with Caleb. And then, of course, if you're a team or a brokerage, this says winner of the People's Choice Best Real Estate Awards since 2012. So it's just like, look at our team, look at our shining faces, and look how great we are, right? So then this one was also in this Hootsuite article, and this is leaning towards the freebie situation. So here, it does say it's a new blog post, but it doesn't have to say that on yours. It could just be an in-depth guide for new homeowners in Buena Park or wherever your database lives. So this says a super nice thing about Buena Park. It's the right balance of easy access to recreation. It's diverse, blah, blah, blah. And then there's actually a call to action here, which is good. It says stop by our office just a few minutes from downtown Buena Park, and we'll tell you all about what makes the city great. So the call to action here is to download the guide. The other call to action is to actually stop by the office and create an appointment with them. And then here, the freebie is a CMA. So it just says, today, find out what your home is worth in today's market. Make sure you don't miss out on the change. things are always changing, blah, blah, blah. So this is great. This is when you click, I suppose, maybe this will pop up and then you'll fill it out and go to her website. So what's great is that in the past few years, Facebook ads have actually changed. They used to be, you could only have like 20% of the image be writing. They thought if it was too much writing, it's too distracting, you're advertising too much. I don't know what they thought. But this would never have made it back then. But now you can put as much font as you want and do subheadings, big headings, actual pictures with font in them. So that's great. Alrighty, so now freebie ideas for you in addition to those things. You can do checklists, an ebook if you wrote one. That could also be like a pamphlet, right? A home assessment, a local guide, a market report, a resource list like with your mortgage people and your inspectors and things like that, or of course a free consultation. So these are just a couple of things that I've seen around the internet. So this is the journey of the buyer. So you start with the buyer consultation and then the final walkthrough and whatever that last one is. So I'm taking you every step of the way. Then there's this one, which it could just be what you show on the actual ad because it's sort of scroll stopping. It's big, it's bright, and there are keys and calculators and things like that, the money symbol. So it's really like, especially if you are on a home buying journey, you're like, oh, what is this? Like, this is all the things I will have to do. So let me check out what this person is selling or saying. And then this is a home buyer guide, right? So from start to finish, stage 1 to stage 6, there's a lot to read here. So it's very detailed. The ad obviously would not look like this. It would be cleaner and with less type, but it's the good freebie to give away, which is from start to finish, what can you expect in this home buying journey? So again, things that maybe your CRM or your website even have, like a market report, something that you could just send them to your website. They just give an email and get it right away into their mailbox, and you don't even have to make it, which would be awesome. But then other things like a home assessment, you're really going to want to ask them like, what have they done in their home? Where do they live? What are the comps? Blah, blah, blah. But if it's a lead like that, then it's a good lead, right? So you're going to want to do the work to get them to become clients. So if you're not sure of what to make your freebie into, just ask yourself these couple of questions. What are you an expert in? So are you a local expert, like your specific town or city? Is that your focus? You can obviously make a 5 things to do for free in city, or the best like coffee shops in city, or things to do with your family in city. So those are great freebies because they're not even like too much real estate related. They're just very helpful, and they will grow your list for people who live in that city, who might be who might want to move eventually. I can't speak today. It's Monday. Okay. And then maybe you're not an expert in a specific area, but maybe you help first-time home buyers, or maybe you help people move from the city to the suburbs, something like that. So these are topics to think of to make a freebie of in order to give to people who will be your target demographic, right? And then something else you could think of is, what questions are you always asked? So how long is this going to take? That's a timeline freebie. That is a journey freebie, how it is to work with me freebie sort of thing. And then another thing is, how will you market my house? That's a big thing for sellers. It's how are we going to get on the most eyeballs so we can find the perfect buyer? That is your 12-step marketing plan, or your 9-step marketing plan, your 5-step marketing plan. Whatever you do, that is the thing that you can give away for free. Or like the steps to like prepare your house for selling. So like getting rid of personalized pictures, cleaning, blah, blah, blah. putting the dog in boarding, all of those things. So it could be your marketing plan. It could be the things you expect from them as well. So hopefully that's getting like gears turning, and you could just write out this whole big thing and then give it away and grow your database in these 2 steps. So building your freebie in 2 steps is actually super duper easy. So here I went to ChatGPT and I asked, what is a good digital freebie for home sellers? So they gave me tips for staging each room effectively, DIY home improvements, strategies for decluttering, advice on curb appeal, how to photograph your home. You're not going to want to do that because you're going to get a professional. Pricing strategies and market analysis. That's a great one. And then negotiating tactics for selling your home. You might not want to give them that one either because that's like a for sale by owner type of thing. So then I said, hey, Chatty, what's a good digital freebie for a home buyer? So they gave me 7. Understanding the steps involved in purchasing a home, tips to finding the right neighborhood and property, explanation of mortgage options and financing tips, guidance on making competitive offers, overview of the home inspection process, which is something that a lot of people don't know anything about, advice on closing costs, that's a really big one, and then post-purchase tips, which is great, which is something that you can give anybody that you close with as well. If you don't like any of these and you're on ChatGPT, just say more. And guess what? He'll give you more. It. So these are great things, again, for home buyers. So again, you could say more for home sellers, blah, blah, blah. So you get really good ideas here. And you could even like copy and paste this if you want to and say, please expand on this one. So it can write the whole thing for you, which is amazing. But you're going to want to make it, which you could make it in Canva. I'm sure you've seen Canva, maybe worked in Canva, all of this stuff. So I went to the homepage and I did flyer. And I believe this was just a design in the flyer templates here. So it's just script prompts, blah, blah, blah. So I took it and I changed the color, changed the steps, changed my name. So here I made it my company colors, if you will. And then I just titled it Seller Journey. I could easily change the font here if I wanted to. That's a little wild, but so you can write your company seller journey with your name. So these are the 5 steps in the seller journey. We meet and talk about your objective, and then I would write a more detailed paragraph here because obviously you want your freebie to be good and informative. So I would do a deeper paragraph here, and then preparing your home, how to clean, how to stage, should they get staging, what do you expect from them, what should they expect from you, that sort of thing. Marketing your home, again, your 10-step marketing plan, whatever it is. And then offer negotiation and acceptance. This is a great place to tell them what kind of timeline they can expect. And then closing settlement. Closing takes on average 45 days, blah, blah, blah. And then your website here so they remember to contact you. And you can even do like the realtor thing, which is like add your photo at the bottom and your phone number and your email address. But that's totally up to you. So again, the 2 steps to creating a freebie, super easy. Ask ChatGPT what it should be. Go to Canva and make it. And then here, I also just changed the pictures, which was like, I go here, go to elements, and I write keys, and that's when I found those keys. Some of them are pro, but it's like $12 a month, and you could pay $12 if you really want it just for 1 month, and then just download it, and it's yours forever. So yeah, that's an easy way to make a freebie, to think of a freebie, to create a freebie, and then put that freebie into your Facebook ads. All right, so common questions about Facebook ads. Number 1, should you choose an audience? So when you go to an ad, you're building the ad, you're prompted to maybe choose an audience while you're choosing your budget and all that stuff. So this one, advantage audience, that is if you have a big following, that's probably the best way to go. So it's based on your page details and will automatically adjust over time. So it's sort of like, these are the people who are already following me, find people who are similar to them. So if your audience is like mine and it's like my mom and my sisters, then I don't want that one. So I have my own audience details here. And I found that targeting works best at like in the beginning of your Facebook ad journey. So I did obviously Tom Ferry, people who like Tom and Gary Vaynerchuk, and then just like a generic agents audience. So those are my 3 audiences that I have tested over time with my Facebook ads. Tom and Gary seem to work best for me anyway, but you as a real estate agent, you are not targeting real estate agents like I am, you are targeting people. So again, if it is a housing related thing, age will not be restricted, and location might be tight. So if you're just doing a freebie, you might want to expand it a little bit, and not say that it's a specialty housing ad. Yeah, or you might want to target something like how it said before. You can say like people, or like home buying search, or whatever it said before, I forgot, or people who have been interested in Zillow. So people, if they are on Zillow's website, maybe they liked Zillow's Facebook page, then they will perhaps see your posts as well. But again, if you have a big audience that is local to you, that is part of your database, that you want like their neighbors to also be in your audience, that is a similar audience to them. So Advantage audience might work for you, but it depends on your Facebook following. And then here it will say average accounts reached, average leads per day with my budget of 100 bones. Okay. So then, can I connect my CRM? This would be amazing if it could be everyone's CRM, but the only ones that I found in there, you can connect Lion Desk, you can connect Follow Up Boss, you can connect Boomtown, and you can connect Chime. Unfortunately, I use KB Core, so that is not on the list yet. We're crossing our fingers. So I have not used this feature, but I'm assuming that instead of people living on Meta Business Suite, perhaps they'll go right to your CRM. So I want to show you the ad here. So here is my Facebook ad page. This is the ad that maybe brought you in. I got 14 leads here, but it was only $100 total. So that's not too bad, right? Okay, so results here. Cost on Facebook lead. So I spent $7.13 to get you here, which is similar to others, not great. I've had some ads do way better at like $2 per person. This is a little high in my opinion, but I guess it's right in the middle of the average, right? So post engagement, 32 people actually clicked on the ad or engaged with the ad. 26 people clicked and 14 actually filled out the form. So that's something I might experiment with next time, is to not give a form, but I haven't done this webinar yet, so I really wanted to get details on like what people were actually looking for in terms of what they wanted to learn about Facebook ads. Okay, so what if you're saying, what if my ads don't work? I would like you to define work. What was your goal, and did you meet it at all? Did you get close? Was it to get leads and you got 14 like I did? Not a huge number, but it's growing my list. So that was my goal, to grow my list. So I think this ad worked, right? But maybe your goal was to get a couple of paying clients, and that hasn't happened yet. But you can look at different metrics to see if it was successful in any of these. So cost per click, again, the average there was 7. Anything from 3 to 9, I guess, is good. So my cost per click was all right. My post engagement was all right. Overall clicks was okay. And then leads, sales, page likes. So those are things that you can look at to see if your ad is working. in any way that you want it to. And then I do want to remind you that marketing is an experiment. So there are things that you can do. You can reboost this freebie. You can do it in a different way. So things that you can test are the audience. Like I said, I have a Tom Ferry audience, I have a Tom and Gary Vaynerchuk audience, and then I have a generic real estate audience. I've tested all of them. I know which one works best. So I could test different parts as well. I can broaden it. I could do like people who like Zillow, blah, blah, blah. I could also test the copy. So maybe my copy wasn't exciting enough. It didn't stop the scroll, something like that. The photo, again, I can use a photo. I can use a video. I could A/B test either one. And then, of course, you can change up the freebie. So if it's not targeting your target audience as you want it to be targeted, then you could try a different freebie. You can name it something else and have the same information in it. It could be more generic. It could be more specific. Just things that you can test and change and then see if your audience grows from there. Because again, it's all an experiment. So here is a little breakdown of what the ads manager kind of looks like. But mine's prettier because it's colorful. So here is what the ad looks like. If I go to here, view results, and then view in ads manager. So this is the ads manager. This first folder here is the overall campaign promoting Facebook ads and freebies. This is the ad set. So this is my demographics, my audience, my blah, blah, blah. And then promoting lead gen, Facebook ads and freebies. This is the ad, or it would be the multiple ads if I was A/B testing. So to break that down a little bit easier, I've made this little pyramid. So the campaign objective is your first folder. So that is lead gen, is what I wanted this campaign to do. So then the second thing here is the ad set. So one ad could have been the Tom Ferry audience. One ad could have been the generic real estate agent audience. And I can see which one does better. I could pause one if I'm not liking the results. I can keep them both going for the whole thing. And then from there, the ad itself is what you can change. So here I can have a photo, here I can have a video, I can have a different photo here, a different photo here. So it's like a lot of ABCD testing. Wow. My mouth got ahead of my brain. So again, you could have as many ads as you want testing in your ad sets in your campaign. I hope that makes sense. If you're just starting out with Facebook ads, your campaign objective and one ad set and one ad is just fine. That's what I did for this campaign, and that's all I wanted to do because it was a thought I had and it's something I wanted to get out really quick. So I actually didn't make any other copy, any other ad, photos or anything like that. I just wanted to see if this would work. And it sort of did, right? Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. Again, I'm covering with my hand. Wow, you can't see it. If you just get rid of all of these and just do pink, green, yellow, that's all you need to do. And you can name them all the same thing, and it doesn't have to be super complicated, even though it will look complicated in the Ads Manager. Okay, so last question, I think. What is a good ad formula? Well, this is what I send people, and I will send you this as well in your email. The ultimate formula for Facebook ads includes the hook. So grabbing the attention of your potential customers to keep them reading. And that can be with the fire emojis, the alert emojis, anything like that. Or just a really good, compelling question. Or a, hey, real estate agent, which is what I used for my ad. And then it could be a question. The hook and the question can be the same thing, or you could do a hook and then a question. So you can say, hey, real estate agent, are you looking to grow your database with Facebook ads and freebies? Have you ever, blah, blah, blah. Just a question for them to say yes to. And then the authority, you can say who you are, who am I to teach this class, let them know. And then the content, what are they going to get in 5 sentences or less? the call to action. So they need to do something to get what you're selling. Tell them what it is. And then a close, you can sign your name, write your tagline, or just say thanks. And then if you want to be extra, use emojis to spice it up. So here is the example that I have. You can write the housing market is still hot, and that's the fire emojis. Are you thinking about selling in 2024 but have a million questions? That's my question to them. And then I can say, well, I am Katie and I am expert in the blah, blah, blah area real estate market, and I'm hosting a seller seminar on April 2nd, 2024 at blah, blah, blah. You will learn the current market stats, my marketing prediction, the steps to sell for top dollar, and so much more. Be sure to register with the link below. That's your call to action. So I have you on the guest list. Thanks, and see you there. So this could be a digital seller seminar. It could just be like a webinar like this. Or it can be an actual seller seminar in a location that they have to actually go to. But either way, you're asking them to RSVP, so you know that they're there. They're on your guest list. You have their information in your CRM system, and you're ready to help them on their seller journey. So if you've made it this far, you're amazing. I hope that you learned a little bit of things for advertising on Facebook. Obviously, the follow-up would be sending them the freebie and then creating a campaign with like emails and texts that help them along the journey, that give them the next step to that freebie, which would be to create a wow, why can't my brain think of it? A meeting with you in person or over the phone. You could talk about their journey again and how you'll help them get to where they need to be, buyer or seller, right? But if you are in need of more advertising help, more Facebook help, more social media marketing, more of everything, I would love to tell you about the CRM Success Club. So I do have a monthly membership, which is the CRM Success Club. crmfairy.com/sclub if you want, if you didn't get that QR code, but this is a recording so you can see it. So I would like to help you unlock your real estate success with the CRM Success Club. It's all about staying ahead of the curve, supercharging your lead generation, continuously learning when algorithms change, things like that. I'll be there to tell you all about what's going on and how you can switch your marketing up to, again, stay ahead of the curve. There are 2 different versions. You can get email only, which is $15 a month. And you'll get 1 email a week about what you should do during that week. So all about marketing, lead generation, lead nurture, and so much more. Branding, all of that stuff. Or you can join the VIP part of it, which is that email a week, plus a super in-depth video walkthrough about how to do what I'm talking about. You'll also get a community of other real estate agents for ideas and advice in a 24/7 Facebook group. You'll do live weekly Q&As with me, and then plus I'm there whenever you need extra assistance. So if you go to this page, you get a couple of frequently asked questions, and then you could easily buy either the email only or the VIP version. So again, thank you so much for watching the Facebook Ads and Freebies webinar. I do hope that you learned a thing or two. I hope that your gears are turning and you're going to create an amazing freebie, and that you'll post it on Facebook and you will grow your list of your target market. Alrighty. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a productive day.